Good morning, traders. This is a binary options with pocket options trading recap. So at first, I always pick the currency pairs that are paying out 80% or higher. That allows my win rate to be a little bit lower and still be profitable. The lower the payout, then the higher the win rate needs to be in order to be profitable. So let's take a look at the trades. I took 3 trades this morning. So here is the first setup and entry, and I don't think it's really the cleanest price action I've ever seen. And, maybe I probably should have been a little bit more patient. But again, this is something kind of new for me. I've been trading stocks for over a year and a half. I have all of my entry criteria and patterns and everything are very well defined, very strict, and I can execute that plan with near 100% precision. But this plan is, I do have a written plan for binary options, and so far it's profitable, so that's a good thing. But there's a little bit more vagueness, I would say. So it'll become more well-defined in time as I get more experience with this. But for right now, basically what triggered this entry was, so the price you can see is coming down pretty linearly, really. And then you could see it breaking out through the bottom of this Keltner channel. The candlesticks are above the zigzag line, and the stochastic indicator is pointing up, and it looks like it kind of just started. I might have entered the trade a little bit late because I missed, this is the first moment that I see it, and it is possible that if I would have entered back here, I may have won the trade. So, but I'm not even sure if the stochastic indicator would have been pointing up yet at that point. So basically what I'm saying is that I may have entered this trade a little bit late. And then my strategy, my plan says that if the first trade wins, then I stop trading, because if I win 2 out of 3 trades, I actually make less money than if I just took 1 trade and won the first trade. So that's just the way binary options work, because if you lose the trade, you lose your entire investment. If you win the trade, you get back your investment plus a fraction of that investment based on the payout percentage. So let's keep looking forward. So basically, since I know that this trade is likely to fail, I am looking for the next entry. Let's go back to that for a second when I check the trade. Yeah, so again, if I would have entered a little bit earlier, assuming the stochastic indicator would have given me the signal, then I probably would have won that trade, but we'll see. So here's the end of that trade. So I did wait. I mean, one of the things that's important part of my plan is to wait for that first trade to fail before I take the next entry. Otherwise, what if I take the next entry, this trade works out, and now I've taken an extra trade that I don't need to take? So they could lose and could make me red for the day. So that's the idea there. So here's where the price ended up, and this was where my entry was. So I ended up losing that trade. If I would have been able to enter somewhere down here, then obviously I would have won the trade. So the setup is probably still good. It's just that the entry was a little bit late. So that is on me, not the strategy. So let's fast forward here. So now I'm, you can see I'm taking my time waiting for a good setup, not rushing into the next trade. So now I noticed this one. Again, the price action's heading up. It's breaking out through the top of the Keltner channel, and we're getting close to the signal of the stochastic indicator to bet that the price is going down. I believe this is the next trade that I take. So I'm just waiting for that blue line to break through. There it goes, to break through this green line. And as soon as that happens, I enter the trade. And now I have to look for the next trade. I have to take another trade, because if I just won this trade, then I would still be red on the day. So that's all part of my plan, is that either I take 1 trade and win that first trade, or I take 3 trades in the hopes of winning the next 2 trades. Of course, I could lose the next 2 trades, or I could just win one of them. But that's the strategy. Because so far I do end up with a 67% win rate. Almost every time. There's been 2 days where I did not end up. One day was a 0% win rate, and one day was a 50% win rate because one of the trades went break even. So let's move on here. So this is the next entry. Okay, so this one, let's see. This one I don't think I like quite so much. I mean, it's got a nice double top here, a big red engulfing candle. the stochastic indicator is giving the signal, and but it's not quite touching the top of the Keltner channel, and it's definitely not, obviously not breaking out over it. So I'm not sure that I love this entry. This trade did end up working out though, but I need to be more picky about the entries for sure. So I'm just fast forwarding here. So let's see if was I watching that trade? Yeah, so this is the trade, the second trade that I took. And you could see I was nowhere near losing that trade. That one was an easy win. And then this is the third trade, which right now I am losing. This one was cutting it really close here. You can see there's 20 seconds left, and it's just below my entry point. I mean, it only needs to be low by 1 point when the trade closes in order for me to win, but definitely a little bit on edge with the price moving so close to my entry point. And that trade wins. So anyway, so it was a profitable day. Let me show you the spreadsheet. Here is the day we won 67% of the trades. We ended up with 66 cents. We're only trading with $1 right now, just testing this thing out, taking it to 100 trades. These are the other two trades. And let's take a look at the number of trades total. We've taken 27. The overall win rate is about 61.5%. Here's our P&L, our percent change in the account. No, I need to update that. That's not correct. And the average payout is 84.67%, and the break-even win rate is 54%. So we're relatively far away from that break-even win rate. But with only so few trades, if I had another like 0% day or something, we would start getting pretty close. So it's still really early to call this thing. And, right now what you're seeing is a result of my plan, but also me being kind of new at this. So it is what it is. You got to start somewhere. At least I have a plan. It's written out. I stick to the plan. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, all of your data is meaningless. I'm trying to take the same setup on every single trade so that I can really test to see whether or not this system works. So let me know if you have any questions about this trade or any others, or about the plan. The plan is available on my Patreon page, patreon.com/tradingarmor. So you can check that out if you're interested. As always, go into every single trade with a plan. In this case, there is no stop loss, but I do have a max number of trades. It's 3 trades. Even if all 3 trades fail, I just stop trading for the day. That's super important because it's really tempting to try to keep trading and get your money back. It's so easy to place trades with binary options. It really tests your psychology and your discipline. If you have not already developed a good discipline, I mean discipline that you follow your plan 100% of the time, trading normal stocks, then this is definitely not for you. So keep all of that in mind as you go into the world of binary options, or decide not to. Either way. All right, so let me know if this was helpful to you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.